What is misrepresenting the facts and why do insurance companies do this? We're here with Chris. Here's here somewhere in the Batcave. Oh, there you are. I couldn't see you. Chris, welcome, my friend. What are we talking about today and why is it so important related to property insurance claims?
Yeah, this is actually extremely important. So one of the
Yeah.
topics we brought up in the past was um, hopefully that in so many words, we'll have a unilateral federal unfair claims settlement practices act across every single state. That's going to be universal, but in this case, it's Colorado.
Right.
Colorado likes to protect their consumers, and one important piece of their unfair claims settlement practices act is misrepresenting the facts. Basically, you can't do it in so many
Right.
words. So
Yeah.
it's extremely important.
And it is. And so a lot of times insurance companies or their representatives, if it's an engineer, if it's an independent adjuster, if it's a staff adjuster, if it's just one of their vendors, whoever it might be, will tell you something that's not true. Weird, right? And so it's one of those things that's in the Unfair Claims Settlement Practices Act that says, hey, insurance company, you can't do that. And these types of rules and sometimes laws are adopted by the National Association of Insurance Commissioners, and each state has an insurance commissioner. And in the state of Colorado, our rules, sets of guidelines, rules, and laws might look different than the state next to us, or say in
Mm-hmm.
Texas or Florida or Minnesota, whatever it might be, they might look different. So that's what Chris was talking about at the very beginning is would there be a federally mandated version of this? If so, I think it would really protect consumers.
Mm-hmm.
There's it's a double-edged sword. You don't want to go too far where insurance companies are like, well, we can't even do business. But you don't want to go too far the other way where all the consumers are getting screwed over. And right now, there's a senator from, I think it's Missouri, that is grilling the insurance lobbyists and CEOs and adjusters and engineers for doing the wrong thing. And they're doing this a lot more often. Maybe we're in the industry and we see it a lot, but man, one of the biggest things is they're misrepresenting the facts. You are misrepresenting the facts, which is a direct violation of the Unfair Claims Settlement Practices Act. Meaning, in this, like we have a claim right now where the insurance adjuster is basically saying, there's no damage to that. And it's
Mm-hmm.
very obvious from the photos there is hail damage to the wood fence, to the wood deck, and they just don't want to pay for it. But like, okay, well then how did it get there? And why is it
Mm-hmm.
oxidized like it's brand new? You can tell when there's an old hail hit on wood because it also starts becoming grayed over, right?
Mm-hmm.
But these are fresh. And so it's like, okay, where do all these hits come from? That's what's
Mm-hmm.
called a misrepresented representation of the facts. It is very obvious unless somebody shot a shotgun of hail-sized pellets to hit a fence all over the fence, all the way around the house, it's got to be hail. Like
Mm-hmm.
reasonableness test says it's hail, so we would also assume that it's hail. The thing that I want you to understand is when the insurance company does this, they're violating the Unfair Claims Settlement Practices Act, which then can be in your benefit as the insured or contractor, depending on how you're representing your insured, to fight the insurance company, right? And so this is where we get involved and can really tell them, hey, no, 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 you can't do that. And they might continue to do that, but we just document everything that they're doing. We let them know they can't do it because now it's a known violation. And if they continually knowingly violate the Unfair Claims Settlement Practices Act, then that's an issue. So
Yeah,
we
that's a
know
good point.
what's that. Go ahead.
Sorry, I didn't mean to cut you off. That's a good point. I mean, Colorado is a known violation state, so if the company, whoever the insurance company is, just keeps violating, not knowing, well, they're just going to keep going basically unchecked. You definitely have to check them, let them know, hey, you're doing something wrong. You are obviously violating the Unfair Claims Settlement Practices Act. You're
Yeah.
misrepresenting the facts because of this, this, and this. So you got to make them aware, and then like, oh, okay, I guess I am
Oh,
doing something wrong.
we
Oh,
haven't been
weird.
in business in Colorado for 75 years. We didn't know. Oh, now we
Yeah.
know because you told us. It is so lame. It's a cat and mouse game. We have to play it, but we're very good at it because we know how to put them in check and keep them in check, right? Oh, hey, you know what? We let you know 2 months ago that what you're doing is a violation of the Unfair Claims Settlement Practices Act because you're
Mm-hmm.
misrepresenting the facts. You cannot continue to do that. And we just build
Mm-hmm.
that just in case our claim file goes legal. And we recommend you do the same thing. But what we really recommend is you contact us, bellatorclaims.com. We know this stuff. We do it every single day. We hear the craziest stories from our insureds, from the insurance company of why they don't want to pay or they're not going to, blah, 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 blah. Guess what? they usually always end up paying when we're involved.
Mhm.
BellatorClaims.com. Contact us. Let us know how we can help you fight the insurance company. Our goal is to empower insureds, contractors, and property managers. So do us a favor, share this message with someone that needs to see it because it'll help them
Mhm.
become more educated to fight their insurance companies when the insurance companies being unfair. BellatorClaims.com. Please like this,
Mhm.
comment, share with the world, and subscribe to our channel. Thank you. We'll see you next time.